end of my rope today, and I am cracking open a beer because I'm whooped. I wanted to clean out some. This is my old bait freezer, and people, that took a lot to get it to where it's at, and it's still nasty. I had them back over there underneath the little carport here, and I'm gonna put it back. Now this is a refrigerator I use as a spare that the old man that sold me this place had, and this is an old freezer. Oh well, not freezer, refrigerator freezer. It's one of those kind where they had the ice box in there like that, you know, and it just smells bad because I used it last year to make my sausage and it worked out just fine. And then there's a little crate way over there. See, it's way over there in the yard. Well, there's a reason it's way over there. Some daggone mice vermin got in there and built a nest. And then I guess I must have shut this door. That's nasty. And it won't shut right anymore. It just won't shut. But I must have shut it and it stayed shut. See, it'll stay shut if it's like that. But what happened, they must have got locked out of their nest and they chewed the gasket just enough to where it won't make the seal now. So I'm not gonna repair this. It works. This refrigerator works, but I was about not to use it anyway. I'm just gonna buy another refrigerator. More up-to-date one. I mean, this one works, and when this freezes, the whole thing freezes. It makes a big ice box. How big? It freezes bad, and you know, it looks pretty bad to pump on it. Compressor is getting old. He said he let it sit for years and years, and then I kind of cleaned it up and plugged it in, and it worked. But I ain't, after rats and nasty's been in there, and its gasket won't. I'm not saving it. I'm gonna put it by the road. I wish I could have saved it. It would have been nice, but oh, these rats and mice out here, just drive me crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna go. What I had in here was just nasty old bait for my crabbing, and I ain't crabbed since I've been over here. I'm gonna get back into it, but I'm just running a freezer for bait that's all nasty. So I'm gonna show y'all something. Hold on. Okay, out here at the main garden, let me tell you, it's already hit me already. This, I done cleaned up a bunch of it. Ugh. Y'all think it don't stink around here? That gnats and flies and this, and that old nasty bloody fish water, all them flies and all that. It's nasty around here. Look at the fly. Okay, so that's, what I did is I went by all my tomato plants and I buried and put, I had old bait fish, old fish that I didn't ever clean, that I thought I was gonna clean. I found that. I was like, God dog, I wish I'd have known I had fish. I must have put that back years ago that I caught in my crab traps that I was meant to clean. There was some good catfish. That sucked that I didn't get it, but you know. So I buried it all in the ground right next to the tomato plants, and we're gonna see what that does. Not all of them got it. I need to dig some more and plant some more, but you know, I had shrimp, old shrimps, I had shrimp shells, I had soft shell crabs that I had in there that I used to make soft shell crabs. Look, that's one right there. That's an old soft shell crab. Yeah, that's an old soft shell crab in there. Yeah. Ew, stinks. So I must have had 40 soft shell crabs that I buried in there. Ugh. It's be thankful they ain't smell-o-vision now. Usually I'm saying I wish I had smell-o-vision when I'm cooking something. Right now, it stinks like death right here. This is what death smells like, because I've smelt it many times before in my line of work, and this is what it smells like. It ain't pretty. But one thing, if you're a crab fisherman, you kind of get used. It's the smell of like carrion, rotted flesh. So I'm pretty used to it. It stinks. It still stinks, but I'm kind of used to it. It smells like I'm crabbing, and you know what? You actually get to where you don't mind it, and it makes you think of good things, like catching a bunch of crabs or something. And this actually, this in this pack, that ain't crab bait. That's old crawfish bait. I used to crawfish too, and that's some melt. I used to go crawfishing out of Bell River, kind of close to Pierreport, and those areas out there, like kind of going from like the river parishes to Morgan City. In between there's like Bell River and Pierreport. They got some great crawfishing up in there in the Atchafalaya, and I'd love to get back into doing that. This old boy Ralph used to live next to me. He knew all the ins and outs of that place. He showed me enough to get me started up in there. I miss old Ralph. I wish I could hook up with him again and go fishing and crab. Boy, that's some, you catch lake runners, perch. I mean, 2 pounds in some of them old river places that he showed me. Meh, crazy, awesome, fun times. I miss them, and one day I'll get back to them. But for right now, it ain't gonna catch me crabs, but maybe, you know, we'll find out and see. I used to put my crab shells and old fish in my other garden at home, and I grew great. I never knew if that was something that made or broke it, make or break it. I didn't know. I don't know. But this is the first time I'm putting some of that stuff in a garden over here. You know, I got some over there, got some over there, got some here. If the ones over there don't do nothing and these do something great, we know. So I just wanted y'all to see that. I don't know that that's, I hope I wasn't covering up that stupid speaker. I got to learn how to hold this GoPro, because there's a speaker here and a speaker here. And if I gotta hold this right. I'm hoping that y'all heard everything I said, because I don't know. Anyway, I'm feeling a couple of sprinkles. That is great. We need rain so bad, but I want to get the rest of this stuff covered up, and I gotta go pick up some of that stuff over there, because my wife is on my backside, because she said it looks like poop bomb went off over here with the smell and the way it looks, and I can't have her mad at me. But I've been going at it all day, and there's some fun things that I got getting ready to happen. We have a lot going on. She got to buy some nice, I mean, I don't show y'all another side to our life. I love flower garden, but I don't show that. One of the reasons I wanted to, I bought a greenhouse, a little Harbor Freight greenhouse. I'm gonna make it real nice, just to do starts. I like to do starts for you know, my vegetable garden, but I also want to do starts for some ornamentals. I really like to make a good show of things, and that's what I'm next gonna get into. So I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all take care. Alright, here I'm out here on April 5th. It's a Sunday. Another one of those days where I thought I'd be working, and I'm not. It's crazy. I mean, thank goodness one of my co-workers, he really wanted to make some extra time, and basically it's only me and him, and he said he wanted to take my weekend. I said, you're more than welcome to it, because I'm getting hammered during the week as far as just being the only one there to do what I do, or do what we do. And so I'm enjoying this weekend, and my next weekend is my normal weekend also. I should have it, and that'll be cool. That's 3 weekends in a row. Yeehaw. I'm having more time off than I'm used to. I guess that's good. I don't make as much money, but you know, that's all right to me. What I'm gonna do here, I got the tractor, and I bought me a new cultivating rake yesterday, a little bit more beefy. That way I have 2 of them, because the other one, while it works, is getting a little, I don't know, a little run down and ragged. So if you can see on the other side of the fence here, I went by some more T-posts. They in back that trailer. I went by 10 of them yesterday, and I bought 3 more cattle panels yesterday. Here. Whoop. Don't go too far with that. But well, that's 1, 2, and then 3 on the other. Probably only needed 2, but I wanted 3 because I wanted to. I always seem to need 1, and then I have to run out and go buy something. So I bought an extra just to have hanging around. I'm gonna run the tractor on this one more time. I don't think it needs to be tilt up so much, but it's been a while since I tilled it, and there ain't really much in the way of grass growing in here. But I want to till it and get the ground turned. I tried to plant some cucumbers right here. It was all old seeds, and they ain't coming up at all. But I bought some new seeds, and they all coming up. Something was digging right here. Something did get in. So y'all seen yesterday, I don't know if I have the video, I don't know if I'll post it, but I buried a bunch of old fish that I had. Fish, shrimp, and crabs. Soft shell, old nasty soft shell crabs I made, and they just been in there forever. And there was some old nasty shrimp, bait shrimp, and a bunch of pogies, and old redfish and catfish that I had from when I crabbed and actually got to go out and go fishing. Well, I'll put them all in the ground, so we'll see if it does anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and till it once more. Then I'm gonna put those cattle panels up, and the way I'm kind of glad those cucumbers didn't come up right here, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put those cattle panels up right off of this fence. See, I can't put the seeds close to this fence for the main purpose, because last year I did that. God damn, boy, someone's banging something loud. Anyway, I can't put the cucumbers along the fence like I tried last year, because when they grow up it nicely, but when they grow on the outside, the deer come along and they appreciate the nice little snack they get and move on, and all my cucumbers have disappeared and the plants are all destroyed. So I'm gonna put the cattle panel right along this way, right before this grass line. Probably just enough to me to get on the other side if I have to walk with a weed eater or something to get that down, because I can't really cultivate that with the it's gonna take a weed eater to keep that grass from growing. And then I'm gonna put the cucumbers probably about like right there off the cattle panel, and then on this line coming down here, that's the peppers. You know, they're kind of way behind. They're starting to pop up and grow. I'm gonna put some squash on this line. Squash for me usually goes pretty fast. So I'm gonna see what happens, because I'd like to get some okras down, and I don't know if that's gonna happen or not, but we're gonna see. If I can either put okra here, or I can put it on that other garden over there, because you know, okra germinate and grow in hot weather, and I gotta see if I could get a crop in before I have to put the winter garden back in. We'll see. I need to plan out how I'm gonna grow things, because last year the okra is just getting really nice when I put the winter garden in on here. I don't think I'll be putting okra in over here. I'll probably put it in over there, and that'll be that. So anyway, I'm figuring it out. One thing, one of my neighbors he stopped by and he did bring up a good point. I'm gonna have to get some lime and lime my ground, because we are in an acidic type area, and what happens when you have acidic soil, you could put down a ton of fertilizer, and if the soil's acidic, it doesn't allow the roots to take up the fertilizer. So as nice as the tomatoes are growing right now, I don't think I have too much of an acidity problem right here. But when the decomposition of like leaves and materials like that in the water table, the water content over here, it might be a little acidic. So I'll know it's acidic. This is acidic ground area, and I've been around this kind of ground long enough to know with our other property that there is an acid precedence in this soil. So I'm gonna go ahead. I had a little coffee ground and eggs for breakfast that we had for breakfast. I'm gonna tilt that in there. I'm gonna tilt right along this line. Look, that stupid mole dug its hole again. I'm so mad at these moles. I cultivated this, and you can see where he just keeps digging it every day. And I'm gonna just keep filling it in, make life heck for him. Maybe he'll decide that it ain't worth it. Make it not so easy for him. I know they can go through anything. This is one of them areas I planted some old dead fish and stuff. So that mole got a stinky mole hole. Anyway, so the garden is looking really nice. So what I'm gonna do is stop recording this, because I always talk too much. That Florida weed's looking good. That seemed like it's gonna work right. I ain't gonna be able to go back and flip them because they're growing through too fast. You really need to have your tomatoes all the same height, but you know, whatever. It'll work. It'll be a lot better on the next level up, I believe. So here we go. I'm gonna till, and I'm not gonna record that because y'all don't see me till enough. I'm gonna maybe show the progress of the cattle panels going up. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye. So here we go. I got that first post going down over there. I'll tilt this up. You can see how close you can get to those peppers. Ooh. It threw up a little. It throws up the dirt, but you gotta watch. It's still good, but you can kind of see how I got that post up over here. It's a little leaning in this way. I didn't sink it too deep, so I can still kind of pull it. There we go. I'm gonna have to pound it, but I'm gonna come down there. Okay. Alright, this is the cattle panels going up, and I'm gonna tie in. I wanted to have a little bit more area behind here, but I got away from it and I didn't think. I still think I can get back there. It'd be kind of hard and tight, but I can. Yeah, see, I can. So I'm gonna come out a little bit on the other end, and I'm gonna put that cattle panel up. But that's kind of how I wanted it, so the ooh, I gotta watch whatever I'm coming right here. That's brown recluse area, and I had brown recluse. I just went through a web and the brown recluse hang out. There was a terrible one the other day. I wish I would have got it on film, but I'm gonna show y'all one day. These suckers are bad butt looking. But anyway, gonna look down that run. That's kind of how it is. I wish I would have put that. I'm almost tempted to take it out and put it right. I don't think I have to. But I'm going to put the rest of them up, and that's going to be the cattle panels for the trellising of the cucumbers. So we'll see how that all comes out. And see, look. There was this guy on the internet. He died not too long ago. His name was Webcage, and he was a good guy. He had like kind of like MHP Gardner was, and the guy was incredible as far as a gardener, and he gave great information and great little helpful hints. And one thing he said was keep your trellis 6 to 8 inches off the ground. Well, I'm probably a 10 or 12 inches off the ground, but that's okay with cucumbers. I might be able to bridge that gap, but the reason you do that is so that you can reach your hand cultivate and rake underneath there to keep it cultivated. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm gonna see how I tied that right there. I'm gonna tie some more wire to tie the rest of this up, and it's gonna be off the ground. That looks like 10 or 12 inches. That's probably 10 or 12 inches. Not quite 12, probably more like 10. And that's gonna be plenty good enough to trellis cucumbers, I believe. Because last year I grew cucumbers on here, and like I said before, the deer ate them. And they grew up pretty high before the deer ate them. But we'll see. All trial and error. We'll see how it works.